Hello, welcome to Patrice for Pilates. This is day 4 of our 7-day series for the new you for the new year. It's Pilates and yoga, so let's get going. So, for today we're going to start with some squats, but they're going to be wide squats. So take yourself into a wide position, make sure your feet are turning out and your knees, as much as possible, are going over the toes. So it's a really deep groin stretch before we do anything else here. So we're just going to go down and up. And as you go down, really squeeze your glutes behind you, really squeeze those buttock muscles up and down. So this is goddess pose actually in yoga. So we're being goddesses today. And if there are any men with us, and I hope there are, we'll be gods as well. So draw your tummy in and squat and rise. So squat and rise. So we're just warming the body up for the rest of our routine. So just go slowly, not too deep. If you've just got out of bed, that wouldn't be good. So if you have just got out of bed, just go really slowly here. And tap the towel a little bit to get length down the lower back. So just squat and lower. So a few more of these just to warm up the body. And we'll finish off and we'll hold. We'll take the arms up for a full goddess at the top. And for you gods as well. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then from here, we're going into a triangle. So take your right leg, or if you're mirroring me, you take your left leg out. We'll do it in a mirror because it's easier that way. And make sure the right leg is strong and long and your toes are nice and flat facing forwards of the body. So draw the tummy in and then just take the hips round so that you're facing the front but your leg is going the opposite way. We take the arms up and the shoulders away from the ears, draw the tummy in and you're in your position ready to go into your triangle. So now kick this right hip away and get the feeling of as if someone's pulling that middle finger of your right arm. So pull, 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 so to get length. And then when you're as far as you can go, you tip into your lovely triangle pose. So breathe through this, make sure the arms are long and strong, and you can open the hands and just wiggle the fingers. Let the fingers feel soft, get some work through the hands, but strengthen that back leg. Get length through the back leg and draw those inner thighs together. So they're working really hard and you've got that lovely feeling of openness here. It's a really lovely posture and it should feel fantastic for you. And just a couple more breaths. And then we come back up, we float up, back up to our start position. And this time we're taking our right arm, if you're mirroring me, the right arm comes round and we just square the body and we come down over the front leg. Just as far as feels good for you. It's a deep hamstring stretch. Arms are long and strong. Draw the tummy in and breathe and then come back. And we go the other way. So just take the feet in to the midline position. This time take your right leg back and round. And just get that feeling of length in the body. Draw the tummy in before we go into our triangle. So again, kicking that left hip away and you're being pulled, pulled, pulled as far as you can, and then you come round and you come down and get that feeling of length. Someone's pulling each finger up here and we say hello, do a hello wave. Make that back leg really strong, draw your tummy in and then soften through the shoulder blades. So soften the arms, they're just hanging really, except for the top arm that's being pulled. And the midline of the legs between the groin are pulling together. So strength through those legs. And your ribs mustn't flare either, so just soften the ribs down. So just get the feeling of strength in that middle body. And your eye gaze can be up at your hand if that feels nice, or just towards the centre of your room. Make sure that neck and head isn't flopping either. It's an extension of your spine. So just feel the strength there. And then we float back slowly, back up, and we bring the left arm round now and we come over and down over that leg. Again, sort of really deep hamstring stretch. Make the arms work, draw the tummy in, and breathe, breathe, breathe. And then back we come. Taking that leg, the other leg forwards now. And from here, we're just going to come down. So just take the body down over the legs and come to the floor with your hands, if that feels good. You can put your hands down, or your head if you want to as well, depending on how wide your stance is. But just have a deep stretch through the hamstrings here. Draw the tummy in and just let the head rest. So just get that feeling of the body opening and enjoying its stretch here. That's lovely. And just breathe through. And then we're going to come down and do a little bit of Pilates work. So from here, if you take your left leg under and bring yourself to the floor, we're going to come down and do some work for our core. So take your hands underneath the thighs, and we're just going to do some half rollbacks to start with. So make sure the feet hip distance and really deep into the floor. Get those feet working, get the legs pushing you into the floor. And hold on to start with, and we do a C curve as if someone's coming to tickle your tummy. So just bend the tummy away from the tickler. So bend, bend, bend. And look down into the tummy, get that deep C curve, and then rolling back up to extension. So down we go again, a nice deep C curve, and rolling back up. I do a few of these because these are really good for mobilization. So if you have recently woken up, these are really nice for the spine, just to mobilize your spine. And down we go. And back up. So when you come to the top, really think about length. And up you come. And again, if you want to work a bit harder, you can take the arms in front of you, coming down. You can come a bit further, and then back up. So rolling over the pelvis, roll down, 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 draw the tummy in, hold, and then come back up. So this will be our last one. We're going to roll all the way down now, and this is going to be our work for the day. Draw the tummy in, we're going to go down really slowly. So you can hold on if you need to and keep your legs bent. So we will go vertebrae by vertebrae. So you're still tucking under. So the pubic bone is coming up. As you tuck under, you tuck under, you tuck under, you tuck under, you tuck under. And your vertebrae by vertebrae is taking you to the floor. And there we are. That was very good. So give yourself a little rest here. Flex the feet and then just take the arms overhead for a stretch. So we're opposite foot to arm. So we just have a stretch through, point the toes, and then come back to flex. Point and flex. And flex. Okay, that's lovely. So we're going to take the knees to a knee fold. So draw the legs in one at a time. Make sure your spine is in a nice neutral position, that little gap under the back. So the pubic bone and the hip bones are level. And take the right leg up to a 90 degree and the left leg up to a 90 degree. So draw the tummy in to protect the back. And we're going to toe tap with the right leg first, down into the ground and back up, and then the left. Now as you're doing these are really small controlled movements. So draw in the tummy in, the weight is in the tummy, and the leg is moving from the hip. So you're not moving the leg at all, it stays at that 90 degree angle. So it's as if it's like a shelf unit. It's something that's holding up your shelf, and it's literally going up and down from the hip. So the tummy's pulled in, small and controlled, And if this is too hard, you can do these alternately by having the whole leg on the floor. Sorry, the whole foot on the floor. So one leg can stay down and you can toe tap one side, come back up and change. Keep the other leg down, toe tap and up. So these are progressive exercises, so do what's right for you. And if anyone wants to work a tiny bit harder today, draw the knees and legs together and the toe tap together, both legs down and up. But if you're doing this, please make sure the back doesn't lift off the floor. You need to have a nice, strong abdominal wall to keep your back flat and drawing down into the floor. So nice and strong. Make this one our last one, whichever version you're doing. And back up. And now draw the legs in and just rock out your spine. So from here, we come back up, we come over, and we'll just do a little bit of a side stretch. So take your legs into a mermaid position, take the right arm up, and someone's pulling you up to the sky, and we take the opposite arm down to the floor, and over we go, and back up, and then over the opposite way. So a nice side stretch. So we stay on this one side, over we go, and back, and stretch. Then over we come, and stretch over. Now just to get that feeling of that tummy being gently pulled in towards the spine at all times. So even in this one, although it's a side bend, we gently engage the tummy muscles and back. Just change the feet, so just go the opposite way. And ready to go over the opposite way now. So take the other hand down, arm up and over, and then over the other side. And over we go, breathe, keep breathing, enjoy the stretch, just finishing off our routine for the day. And over we go. And we come back to centre this time. And we just finish off with a groin stretch. Just have a nice stretch here in the groin area. And you could just gently do a C curve, just looking into your tummy and then coming back up. And thank you for joining me, Pilates and yoga, and I hope to see you.